place for universal credit to be introduced. The new benefit is being rolled out across the region. Universal credit combines 6 means-tested benefits in one single payment. The government claims it will help more people back into work, but charities, campaigners and MPs from this region have been fighting to get it changed. Here's Alex Dunlop.
A tiny little shop in Great Yarmouth which makes no profit but is a lifeline to many on universal credit. As well as almost giving away clothing, Paul runs a food bank swap shop.
A lot of homeless people were coming into us and actually saying to us they've been given dry pasta, tins they can't open. So
if you live on the streets, you can't cook donated pasta, so Paul will let you swap it for food that's easier to prepare and eat.
In this case, macaroni.
So food that works for them?
Yeah.
The numbers coming through his door has rocketed.
In the last year, we've actually seen an increase of about 400%.
And you see a direct tie-up with Universal Credit?
Yes, we do, yeah.
They're actually sitting on my doorstep and they're crying. It's really bad. Sometimes you just think to yourself, something's got to happen, something's got to change. Someone somewhere has got to see the problems they're giving people.
Great Yarmouth was the first town in the region to pilot Universal Credit 18 months ago.
You can click on that box there.
Yep.
With the help of community volunteers like Paul, Bethany was one of the first to sign up for it. Now all her benefit payments go into her own account.
You're able to manage the money when it comes in?
Yeah, just about, yeah. Well, I've heard that like people have waited for a long while and then they've like got themselves into rent arrears.
How long are some of them having to wait?
I know like someone who had to wait like 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
For their first payment?
Yeah.
And that has angered many.
Universal Credit tops up your earnings when you start work or increase your hours.
New claimants have to wait at least 6 weeks before their first full payment and are then paid monthly.
To make your claim, you need to do that online, so you do have access to the internet at home, do you?
If you wanted Universal Credit tweaked or amended, what would be top of your list?
I would suggest that reducing the amount of payments, not having to wait for a month, making it 2 weekly. You know, and there are suggestions that the advance payments are available, but that only then puts you into effectively an immediate debt.
In Parliament this week, Labour called for a pause on the rollout of the new benefit, but the government insists it's a simpler, more flexible system which encourages people back to work. But a growing number within local ranks, like Waveney MP Peter Aldous and Heidi Allen, have deep reservations. She was summoned to see the PM.
I wanted to bring to her attention easy ways for us to improve the situation. None of us, and I think even the majority of Labour MPs actually also agree that universal credit will be a revolutionary system. It will improve the way people experience benefits in a way that we've never seen before. But, you know, there are still problems with the implementation.
Former Huntingdon MP and Tory grandee John Major went even further. Its implementation, he says, is operationally messy, socially unfair and unforgiving. Bury St Edmunds is one of 5 areas in the east where universal credit is being rolled out this month. Others will follow in the next year or so. Now, at this job centre here in Bury, they've installed an extra 2 computers for claimants because, of course, you can only claim online. With the benefit being paid into claimants' bank accounts, they now have to manage their own budgets and be more self-reliant.
People are being, in a sense, taught to manage cash flow because they are being trained to figure out how to sort out finances.
I can see that that is a good idea. The difficulty is that lots of people won't be able to manage that without support.
Universal credit was brought in to help the jams, the just about managing. But as Demelza and Phil have found out, there are now many more waiting for or now enrolled in the new benefit who cannot manage at all.